PSG leading the break. Gomes looking for the overlap. Alba inside. It's Messi!
Outside, he plays it inside. Great tackle, but no, he's finished off by Xavi. It's a run from him, but it's Messi. It's Iniesta!
Hello community, welcome back to another Barcelona match review. Barcelona beats Valencia 1-0. Well, this was another 1-0 victory, another scrape through for Barcelona. They just managed to win this match. Not a really fan of this, but my feelings about Barcelona is kind of like this. Like, the football is missing, yes, but when it comes to unity and intensity, we are back. Like, of course, there could be some debates as to about unity as well as intensity. Intensity wise, we do sometimes lack intensity and matches, which really causes us problems, and the same could be said for unity. Of course, there was a moment in this match which we'll be talking about later, which kind of hinders our unity as well. But most of the aspects, like in terms of unity, I think it's pretty true because players trust Xavi and stuff. So I guess that's there, one aspect of that which is good. But yeah, our football is missing, and another one of this result, the 1-0 result, just shows it. And yeah, let's discuss as to how Barcelona managed to scrape through. Let's get into the review. And let's begin with the starting 11. Shoutouts to Plus Barca for the 11. Ter Stegen in goal. Our backline: Balde, Christensen, Araujo, Koundé. Midfield 3: Busquets, Roberto, De Jong. And our front 3: Ansu on the left, Rafinha on the right, and Ferran Torres up top. So the backline back is back, and Roberto came into the starting 11 instead of Roberto, and Ferran Torres starting up top, with Ansu having a start as well in the left hand side, which I rate Xavi for, because this man is low on confidence. We need some players in the left hand side to, of course, have some confidence to get much better. And I guess we do need a little bit of Ansu support, a little bit of Ansu confidence, which probably, hopefully might help us out. But talking about that first half, and that first half was okay for Barcelona. Like, I guess we were creating chances. We had some of the good link-ups in terms of Rafinha with the front two, of course, Ferran Torres and Ansu. He was able to link up well with them. There was a little bit different role for De Jong today. He was, of course, there mostly defensive-wise, but he was also much involved near the final third. And I hope Xavi just somehow trains De Jong in order to for him to become like an interior, or make him like a playmaker or something, mostly like as a box to box, I feel like, because that's the role that even Koeman gave De Jong. De Jong is not really a playmaker in honesty. Like, he doesn't have those passes, but when it comes to, I guess, playmaking or link-ups, near the final third, which could be crucial, I guess he could do that, and we have seen that under Koeman. So I hope Xavi kind of gives him that box-to-box role. Of course, defensive-wise is a little bit issue, which is why I think maybe someone like, of course, Kessié would maybe a little bit help out, De Jong in terms of defensive wise. And I don't know if Xavi is going to try that, but hopefully he does. And yeah, talking about the first half though, there was a couple of chances for Valencia. Of course, Samuel Lino and Moriba were able to get through our midfield quite easily. You would see many times them being near the final third. They weren't struggling a lot from the wide areas as well as the midfield. But of course, our back line, the back, did really well, and of course that made it pretty much hard for them to score any goals and stuff. We were compact, and Koundé, Araujo, Christensen, and as well as Balde did well. Christensen today though did not really have the best performance, and of course it makes sense because he has injury, and he also got subbed off for it in the second half. So hopefully he will recover well, because we do need him, and maybe for the next match he might not start. We have to see. But Christensen's performance today was affected by his injury, and I think Balde in terms of offensive wise as well did good. Of course, we'll do the player analysis towards the end of the second half. But there's a couple of opportunities for Barcelona as well. The link-ups of Rafinha, Ansu, as well as Ferran Torres, and of course, we got our first goal in the 15th minute. It was the creative outlet himself, Rafinha, and this one was very, very good. Sergio Busquets near the final third, giving an absolute amazing long pass to Rafinha, who makes a run inside the box, and Rafinha does amazing as well in terms of finishing, heading it well, making it 1-0 for FC Barcelona. This was really good. That assist is, kind of resembled for Messi's last goal for Barcelona. Of course, the match against Celta Vigo, Busquets gave the same assist to Lionel Messi for his last goal. And it's absolutely brilliant. Rafinha as well did really good in terms of finishing. His heading abilities are getting better. And it's absolutely brilliant start for Barcelona. But that start did not really boost the performance that well. Valencia was just still coming at us. Samuelino, like I said, from the left-hand side having some chances. But of course, our backline was really good, really compact to not allow anything. There was a little bit sluggish moments, some little bit slacky moments for Barcelona, around the 32nd minute. I think there was a moment where Ter Stegen loses the ball and it becomes a very dangerous threat. But of course, we had Araujo, who just absolutely became like a wall and did not allow the ball go anywhere near the goal post. And there was a couple of opportunities for Valencia, but they could not do anything much with it. And we just tried our best, and we just stayed at it, stayed alive, and the score ended, the match first half ended, score being 1-0. And let's begin with the second half. And second half, things were a little bit crazy. So we started off pretty decent. Of course, we had some subs made on. Kessie came on for second half, and I think there was more subs that came on. Alonso came on for, I think it was Christensen, because he got a little bit of discomfort. Eric Garcia also came on, and for at the moment, those are the subs that I can remember. But in second half, as it began, we were okay, with Kessie coming on, we were all right, just doing bits, we were doing all right. And then, of course, around the 53rd minute, we got a big moment, a penalty chance for Barcelona. It was a handball inside the box. Now, some people are saying this might be a little bit controversial decision from referee. I think it was clear handball. It touched his hand. It should have been a penalty, and it was a penalty. Ferran Torres, and this is the unity moment that I was talking about. Ferran Torres and Ansu were arguing as to who will take the penalty. Both of them won the goal badly, and of course, Ferran Torres made convinced the players that he wants to take the penalty. He stepped up for it, but he missed it, and this was really, really unfortunate. Of course, Ansu was not really happy with that, but why he became even much more upset was because right after the penalty, there was another opportunity where Rafinha from the right hand side gave a very nice cross, or I think it was a through ball, in fact, to Ansu Fati, and Ansu Fati shot it near post, but it got saved. It actually got deflected from the post, and it did not go inside the goal. Ansu was really upset with that as well. And like I said, in the second half as well, just like how it was in the first half, Rafinha was linking up well with Ansu Fati, and Rafinha whipping those crosses as well for Ansu, who was trying to head it in towards the goal. It's not really at it, and same goes for Ferran Torres as well. He had given him some chances, Ferran having a little bit different role, not just staying central. He was kind of like a free roam player, going to the right, going to the left, and it was kind of stale though, because while Ferran got a free roam role, there was no additional support for him. Ansu Fati used to become like that player inside the box, but other than him, there should have been one more player, maybe someone else. Like, I guess Frankie de Jong should have been close to the final third to kind of link up with Ansu. That extra player was required, but it wasn't just there, And after that, of course, another crazy moment that happened in the second half, Araujo's red card. And this one, Koundé, come on, man, what are you doing? You have to see that man is not close to you. He heads it towards Araujo, and Araujo just is a little bit far from him. Then he takes him down, and Araujo gets the red card, straight red card. Now, many people are questioning as to, is this going to be a 3-match ban or a 1-match ban? Now, some sources at the moment, they have confirmed that it's going to be only a 1-match ban. Some reports are saying, some sources are saying it's going to be 3-match, but right now officially it seems that it's going to be only a 1-match ban because it's related to the play, you know, the obstruction of creating a chance for opponent, you know, that is a 1-match ban. So because of that, Araujo will miss only the match against Athletic Club, and he will be back for the match, of course, against Real Madrid. And yeah, this was a big problem for Xavi, and of course he made many subs with that. Like I said, he brought in Alonso and Eric Garcia in the defense just to, you know, help the team get the job done, and we indeed get that done. There were some close chances, of course, in the second half as well for Valencia, but they just scuffed it, and really glad they did, because it would have been horrible if in case they would have scored. And yeah, just like that, Barcelona ends the game, score being 1-0. Now, some players who I would like to give some shout outs about their match overall in general. I think the backline did pretty good. Of course, Araujo's red card it's not really his fault. He had to do it, he had to take for the team. Koundé is in a bit of a fault for that, which is why I don't want to give him too much props. He did well in first half, but that second half mistake was really costly. And Christensen, like I said, injury, he really didn't support him. That's why he could not play the best. Balde did good in the second half, like as well as in the first half also, but second half he did much better. There was like an opportunity where he dribbled all the way from the left hand side to the middle, and then I think he gave a pass to Rafinha, who just scuffed the shot, couldn't score. But again, those runs, those energy from Balde is absolutely brilliant, and of course we want more of them. Talking about midfield, I think Busquets defensively wise has been a little bit shaky, but I think his playmaking, his vision, control, I think was good. And of course he got that amazing assist as well, so fair props for that. De Jong, I think, had a decent game. Like, I don't think so he really had a bad game. I thought that if in case Xavi gives him more trust and gives him more suitability in terms of box to box play, you know, I think De Jong, if he is developed into a player who can not only be like a double pivot player, but also is capable enough to become a box to box player, that dynamic, that you know, is going to be really good, you know. And I think Xavi should mostly look at that option, and maybe he should try using Frenkie de Jong more in box to box roles. Roberto, I think, was alright. He was not that bad, not that good. Rafinha was pretty good, creative outlet, you know, of course, really linking up well with Ansu as well as Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres and Ansu, both of them were alright. I think Ferran Torres was a little bit better, but compared to Ansu, who was just not it again. But it's okay, you know, he just needs more minutes. I think he has to play against Athletic Club as well, just to, you know, give him more minutes, more confidence. I think Ansu did get into dangerous chances today, which is a little bit of a positive sign. Like, he got into clear-cut chances, which of course I did talk about in this review, and I think that should be a good sign that, you know, he can still be a lethal striker. It's just that finishing is still lacking, but with more games, more confidence, I think he got it. And our subs, really, I don't think anybody did that great. So yeah, everybody was all right in the subs. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching this review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, now of course the next match is gonna be against Athletic Club. Maybe I might upload a news video in this week. So I'll see you then. As always, Forza Barca, peace.